Time for Digital Ideas, and we're on the phone with Jan Vandenhoudt, and we're going to talk about Enterprise Services Gateway. How you doing, Jan?
Fine, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, selling mobility services to enterprises is a sizable market opportunity for mobile network operators. So what are some of the requirements around what enterprises are looking for right now?
Actually, when you look at those enterprises, you have to remember that there are multiple stakeholders there. For example, the IT manager, he has his own set of requirements. He's looking at secure access, secure content over multiple types of access, Wi-Fi, mobile, maybe even fixed. He's looking at device management and asset tracking. He's looking at finding ways of having a good insight in the traffic and in the billing that he's getting. And importantly also, he's looking at multiple cost models to enable machine-to-machine based solutions. On the other hand, you have the employees of those enterprises, basically people like you and I. And really what we want and what they want is taking the hassle out of multi-access. That's about security and not having to re-authenticate every 5 minutes because you've come onto a different Wi-Fi environment or you've gone off to LTE. We're talking about high speed and access that is permanently there. And we're talking about having that flexibility of devices. Those are really the main things that we look at as the employees. So a mobile operator that has those two axes in mind is bound for success.
Yeah, as an end user, you just want it to work, right?
Absolutely.
Well, is the mobile network operator able to fully address this market? And where are these gaps that they can't address?
If you look at what is happening today, you see that really mobile operators have two types of solutions. One type is really a VPN-based solution that is stitched together, custom-made for very large enterprises. And typically, mobile operators offer that to a few hundred type of very, very big Forbes 1000 or Forbes 500 type of enterprises. And on the other hand, for the small and medium enterprises, mobile operators just stick to some type of billing and management solution without any frills. So really, what mobile network operators would really need to go beyond this dichotomy is a simple implementation model that helps them scale from large enterprises to small enterprises, and a simplified operations model that helps them bring together end-to-end service assurance, SLA monitoring, traffic engineering, all by automating to the maximum extent. To get there, MNOs will have to change a bit their data service architecture. They have to make it much more coherent and end-to-end service oriented rather than having the different islands of service they have today. They have to converge multiple access types, and they have to streamline operations across those. While that sounds as a massive change, actually we can really help them with that and make it happen in a fairly simple way.
Final question, Jan. So what are the options that MNOs have within their technology choices to close those gaps?
Yeah, so thank you for that question. It's a good one as well. Well, basically, if you look at mobile network operators, they have two big families of technology that have been proven over the last few years. On one hand, they have the LTE transformation that is ongoing in their networks, and that gives them great radio network access and radio speed. That gives them a policy framework, and last but not least, that is really an IP packet technology. On the other hand, you have in the industry the IP MPLS VPN capabilities that have now been proved for many years, 10, 15 years in a lot of networks that have been deployed in hundreds or thousands of networks. And really that give us scalable enterprise service delivery. That gives us thousands or tens of thousands of VPNs, each with their own profiles, but in an automated and controlled environment. So really what the mobile network operator needs to do is to merge these two technologies, and the Enterprise Services Gateway really plays into that. by doing that merge, you get massive scalability. You get great performance and carry great resiliency. You get a significant simplification of the network operations and the provisioning. You get the automated service provisioning that allows you to go to tens of thousands of enterprises rather than a few hundred. And last but not least, it gets you a simplified QoS model to really start building on top of that service network and bring in many more new applications, new control for your network.
And Jan, you've got an extensive article on our tech scene, right, that gives people more information. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We just published that. And it gives you not just the basics of it, it also shows you how this really can be a springboard for those operators to address new markets, new machine-to-machine opportunities, to help them climb the value chain. So it's really an interesting read, I believe, to take this to the next level.
Jan, thanks for your time today.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for having me on today.
That was Jan Vandenhoudt from Alcatel-Lucent. This has been Digital Ideas. Thanks for tuning in.